Welcome back to Theresa's Dad. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. I have an awful garbage, filthy, disgusting mouth, so viewer discretion is advised. But if you're not into that or weird in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to X out the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. Hello, my babies. Mama's back. Your garbage aunt is back. And I missed y'all. I really did. And I'm so excited to finally be able to film in my new location. It feels so good. It feels so good. Sorry that it took a little bit. I didn't anticipate it taking a little bit, but I didn't really get to take off any time from work when moving. So that really sucked. But whatever. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to kind of give you some updates about what you're going to be seeing, this year. And then of course, the most important thing, a proper room tour, because I feel like we have never done that before. In all the spaces that I have ever pretty much inhabited. I could have just said lived in, but why would I say that when I could just say inhabited? Okay. All the spaces that I've ever inhabited, I was never really able to show you the full room. I think the last house I was able to, but I wasn't happy with everything. Alex drawers really crumbled my mental health. So in today's video, we're gonna do just that. We're gonna give you some updates and show you the goods. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring today's madness. In 2024, one of my goals was to stop spending money on things that serve me no joy. Or at the very least, things I forget about that I'm paying a reoccurring subscription fee for. Yep. Real cute, right? Not really. That's why I love and adore Rocket Money. Because Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. They are here to help you achieve financial freedom. Like I mentioned last time, for a long time, like a really long time. All right, think of it this way. Whatever you think is a shocking amount of time, add 2 years to that. Yeah, Don't remind me, okay? The fact that I was paying for 2 PlayStation Plus subscriptions, at least I'm cute, right? Yeah, okay. For a while, it used to make me want to barf to think about how much money was wasted, but not anymore, because thanks to Rocket Money, they were able to help me not have to make awkward phone calls with companies trying to cancel subscriptions. That alone is worth checking out. And y'all know we just moved at the beginning of this month. And if you have never had to move before, I'm jealous. I am thoroughly jealous, but for my babies that have had to suffer, you know how expensive it can be. Regardless of whether or not you intended to spend that money or not, moving is very expensive. So while yes, I love that Rocket Money can cancel subscriptions, for me, they are a true lifesaver when it comes to budgeting. I love how Rocket Money is just so helpful when creating budgets. I love that I can analyze my spending and also get notifications just so that I can continue to stay on track with the budget that I set for myself. So thank you, Rocket Money, for giving me peace of mind during this very, very stressful time. I love you for it. So take control of your finances today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Theresa'sDead to get started for free. Thank you again to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. And y'all go support the sponsors that support your garbage queen and save yourself some money. You're welcome. Okay, kids, let's talk about some updates. First and foremost, thank you all to those that showed up or watched the replay of Makeup Bingo Live. That was a lot of fun. And rest assured, that is not going to be the permanent format. I know there were a couple of questions asking about that. I also received a few DMs. That's not going to happen. That is too much. That is going to be like a special treat every other month. That's what we're going to do. Every other month, we're just going to do that. So I hope that you're able to come to the next one, or at the very least catch the replay. I know I talked briefly, I believe in January, about Makeup Bingo being like maybe every other week. I think with all of the products that are now coming out, it's a little bit of just mass hysteria. So we're going to go back to Makeup Bingo being weekly. There are going to be new cards. It's going to be really cute. You're going to love it. Or I hope anyway. If not, leave your questions and concerns down below. The other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is live streaming. I plan on doing that more. So I'm going back and forth between either Sundays or Tuesdays. It's probably going to rotate between one of those days, depending on, what the is going on in the world. And during those live streams, it could be anything from playing a game to window shopping, or basically just talking shit about people, whatever. Whatever I feel like doing, that's what we'll be doing. So I do hope that you come and join. Please know that during the live streams, they are going to be completely filthy and uncensored because, yeah, like I curse a mile a minute. We all know that. But unfortunately, all videos that will be filmed are still going to have the same rules of like them being heavily censored because YouTube likes that. And we got to abide by YouTube's laws right now until we can change that. So if you ever want to see uncensored filmed videos, they will be available on Patreon or a YouTube membership. Again, do not feel obligated to join. It's just there if you want to check it out. And the last thing I want to talk about before I show you this beautiful little room, I want to talk a little bit about my content and what I hope to see in 2024. I love makeup. I really do. And the reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I felt like there was just a lot of just shady motherfuckers basically trying to sell us the world. And I got aggravated and annoyed about it at the time, and actually probably still true now. I feel there are people that are just not honest about it and really are doing things for a paycheck. And it just makes me want to go that much harder, right? To like review things and to really be like, hey, this is bullshit. I don't know what this person's talking about, but this is bullshit. What can I say? I'm a stir. Anyway. But like all jokes aside though, like I really wanted to strive this channel to be something of like, I'm the everyday person, right? I am the everyday consumer, much like you. I just want to know if something's good or not. And that angle will never change. But in thinking of like reviewing makeup, after a while it gets kind of a little monotonous. So I kind of want to like, I don't know, just change shit up, switch things out, just do something a little bit differently than what I have been doing. I can't really give you firm examples of what that's going to be, but it's just something that I'm constantly thinking about because I don't want to make content that I feel like is a chore. And I feel like last year it felt a little bit like a chore, and I don't like that. When it starts to become a job, right, and it feels like a job, this no longer becomes fun, and I don't want that to happen. Like this is my creative outlet, and I want you to see that I'm having fun doing it and not doing it because I feel like I have to. So yes, I will still be reviewing the newest that comes out, the things that pique the interest of the general public, but I also want to do a little bit more chill. Maybe shop my stash a little bit. Maybe to do more get ready with me like story time, or coming up with like just ridiculous lists of things or ranking stuff. The other thing that I also want to do is like more vlogging, which we actually just did a vlog, but we're in the process of editing it. So that will be out later this month. But like I mentioned before, I love makeup and I always love makeup. But after a while, it just becomes a little monotonous. So let's spice some up. And of course, if there are things that you want to see me do, please definitely let me know down below. I am open to suggestions as long as they are fun. Like, like literally that's it. Anyway, so with that said, in today's video, I'm going to give you a good old-fashioned room tour. I would do a whole makeup collection, but this is like 70% complete. But I feel really proud of my area and I really love it, and I just kind of can't wait to show it. And I kind of thought about having my first video back being like a get ready with me, but I was like, no, I kind of want to show you what I've been doing since the last time you saw me, because I feel like that is way more interesting than makeup that you probably seen 75 reviews on anyway. Rest assured I'll have like a try on Wednesday, but today I don't know, just wanted to show you what was going on. What is the stuff that me and Alex have been building and basically organizing and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, this is not a full makeup collection video, and the reason for that is because I ran out of storage for my eyeshadow palettes. Even though I declutter constantly, like I'm pretty healthy when it comes to decluttering, I still have way too much. And I have about 3 boxes of palettes in my closet that I need homes for. So I don't want to be like sifting through boxes. Like that's not cute. Like they all need a proper home. And then the other thing too is that I am also in the process of like putting lights up and stuff like that, because I want to kind of make things a little bit more colorful and a little bit more fun. So we bought all of that. We just have to put it together. So so the next time you see this video, which hopefully will be in like maybe a month from now, you'll see like an actual updated room tour / makeup collection, because by then everything will be in its place. Right now, like I said, 70% is done, but it's just that 30% that's kind of like in random different boxes and random different Ziploc bags, and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, so in today's video, we're going to be more focusing on my cute, adorable background, which is so cool, as well as all the different storage containers that I have, and just kind of like, I don't know, maybe give you some inspiration on how maybe you might want to store your makeup, because those Alex drawers, I don't give a what anybody says, they're garbage, bitch, garbage. And if I could save somebody from the hassle of spending any money in IKEA furniture, so be it. I feel like my job is done here. Anyway, let me show you what's going on in this room. All right, hello, my little pork chops. This is my room. This is all you're gonna see. Just this corner, really proud of it. This is a wall. I figured it'd be easier to do it from my cell phone because my camera, which I will flip around. Actually, hold on, flip around in a second. It's over there and it's like set up and it's already done and pretty, and we're not doing that. So a couple of things before I show you everything. My hands are janky looking, so don't come for me. I know I normally have cute nail polish, but when you're unpacking and you're breaking down boxes, your nails break like a motherfucker. So yeah, my nails are not cute. And so it looks like I've been like biting them all day. So please don't judge. And yeah, that's all I got. All right, so let me just turn you around. This is the door. Ooh, also tile. And also look, my feet. Okay, actually I shouldn't be showing you my feet. That costs extra. Okay, so actually let me show you from this way. So this is the room. How cute, right? It's where I pretty much do my stuff. Also, don't judge me for that table. I need to find a nice suitable desk, but in this meantime, this folding table, adorable. We keep it real scuffed here, okay? So this is my background. So this is what y'all are now gonna be seeing. The top is kind of like a, I don't know, we're gonna do something, so that's kind of like unfinished. But of course, you know, my Lego heads, I love them. My most adorable PR packaging from Kaleidos, the Space Age highlighters, and then my prized possessions. Oh my God, look at that. I don't know, like the last background I had was like really cute, but no one could see it because of how we built it. Yeah, so now you get to see everything. So up here we have, of course, how can we not love Ghostface? I needed this, okay? I know you're probably saying, why the fuck did you buy that? Why wouldn't I buy that? So initially it was actually just gonna be like a beauty sponge. And then I realized the beauty sponge was actually a little bit too low. So we opted for, by we, me, I opted for this chicken nugget, which the chicken nugget was great.
Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa, it's a chicken nugget fantasy. Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa, if you're into...
I feel like it's more appropriate to have a trash can in there, but it's gonna be interchangeable. But I saw this on one of my favorite TikTokers. Her name is Julie K. That bitch can sell me anything. And she was showing this and I was like, I need to have this. So essentially it's like a little levitating planter, except why would I put plants in it? I'm not a plant mom. I'm a garbage mom. So we have a garbage can. And then of course my dumpsters, because this is literally me all the time. This guy is older than me. He is actually a relic from pretty much my job. It was actually on my mom's desk for many, many years. When I started my job, I pretty much stole that from her. So he just lives with me. He lives with me forever. Anyway, so we also have this beautiful Jason Tiki. This is really cute. It's actually like a little Lego box. I know, pretty adorable. Here's my Yeti, my Brody, obviously. Then we have, of course, Lard Lad. More beautiful dumpsters. How can we not love that? And then here, well, for right now anyway, this is the cookie jar. Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. See, I can't move stuff. Otherwise it happens. Alex! I need Alex. He's the only one that knows how to fucking fix that. But we'll do that in a second. Anyway, here is all my beautiful like fun sponges. So, also that's a purse ball. Don't mind that. But we're going to have a better home for this. But right now we're just going to like leave her there. So we come down this side, more Lego heads, chicken nugget, because that's just me. Of course, Hellraiser, how could we not have that? More dumpsters, my little chomp guy. This is actually gonna be over here. We're gonna hang that up. Lovely subscriber made that for me. I also need to hang that one up because that's adorable. This is probably gonna have a new home, but for right now, it's gonna fit right here. And then this thing I've had since I was a child. Yes, I bought it when I was a child. My mom allowed me because my mom's cool. But I've had this, I don't know, I'm 38, so I've had this for a very long time, probably about 30 years. I know. I was a weird child and an even weirder adult. The shelf I got from Ashley Furniture, and I love it. It's a decorative shelf, so I can't really put too many like heavy things on it. But I think what I want to do is kind of put potentially like a light thing here and a light thing on that side. And then I also have like these really pretty floating shelves that look like spider webs that I'm also gonna have on the side. So there's gonna be more to come, but right now, this is how she looks, and we love that. So when you go on this side of the room, this is the first out of the 2 racks that I have in my room. I know when I moved to Florida, I was kind of like, I'm over acrylics. They're kind of a pain in the ass, but I kind of have no choice but to use them because Alex drawers really suck. So you're going to see a lot of acrylic today. So this is really cute. I got it from Amazon. Basically, it's just a nice little lipstick spinner guy. I definitely need another one, but for right now, she looks good. We have, of course, all the bougie ones on the top, mixed in with some Chantecaille, some Makeup by Mario, Natasha Denona, Christian Audet. Of course, these little fun ones from Gorgeous. Because I mean, how can we not have like little pancakes as and lipstick? You'll see a constant theme with these little guys. So anyway, so I have a little Yeti, I have a little Bigfoot. These are all my lip oils and glosses. One of the best PR packages ever to be made from Glamlight. Love my little ghost face. Eventually, I'm going to have on that side the Nightmare on Elm Street box, but that's currently still at my old house. I just have to go pick it up. I have these little tiny things from Disney. If you know, you know. That's Skippy from a ride that doesn't exist anymore. And of course we have Orange Bird. Here are all my other like kind of liquid lipsticks. So you have some Urban Decay, you have some Odin's Eye, some ColourPop, you have Lunar Beauty, and Christian Audet and Bloopity Blop Blop. I actually had to do a major declutter of my lip products because a lot of them were expired. How cute. Okay, anyway, so moving down to this row, because how I wanted to do it was like, all right, lips on top, and then I want to do more like complexion. So like concealer, skin tints, primers, foundation, powders, and then kind of move down to face palettes and blush palettes and highlighter palettes, and then the start of the eyeshadow. So let's go over here. Disney character that is pretty much the dinosaur from the dinosaur ride, which is one of the best rides ever. So these little acrylic boxes that you'll see, the ones that are like 5 drawers, those are MUJI boxes. I'll link it down below where you can pick them up. It's from MUJI. And this holds all my concealer. So I have it kind of broken down from like high end to like mid-range to drugstore, as well as like some Korean and like Japanese beauty down here. And then I wanted to kind of give myself a little bit room to grow, because that's my problem, is that sometimes I will just buy storage that's just enough. And then I'm like, why did I buy all this extra? Yeah. Okay. So over here, this is what, if you were on Instagram yesterday, this is what I kind of teased. This is my cousin. It's from Katamari. And it's actually one of the games that I'm going to be probably playing on my live streams, but I love him. And I feel like he's kind of just like appropriate to like be by all the beautiful primers. He's about to roll them up. So we love that for me. Okay. So this little container is actually really cute. It's small, but it's pretty deep though. So I'm able to kind of have like bigger bottles kind of stand. Anyway, this is perfect for pretty much my primer of choice, the Rituals of Faith Thorn Oil. Of course, I have the e.l.f. one there. I will never open it. It's just for decoration. I like this box in particular because all of these primers are just difficult to kind of put in like a normal acrylic container because they're just a little bit too high with their little nipples or their collars. So this kind of box is like perfect. Anyway, so I got this from Amazon. This is a new box that I actually just picked up from Target. At the time that I'm recording this, I think it's like $12 or $15. Super affordable. But like, look how deep. They're pretty really deep. So this whole container comes with like 3 drawers. This is pretty much all of my skin tints, BB creams, CC creams, some excess primers, some Korean beauty, Japanese beauty, essentially all like the tubey stuff. And I love that there's like a nice like separation here. So if I do have something that's a little bit bulky, like say the Chantecaille, it's not going to not close. So I really, really love kind of this layout of this drawer. It's really helpful for when storing like bulky products. Then on this side, I have all of my foundation. So this essentially actually was in my Alex drawer. It's a really nice acrylic thing that I got from, I can't remember, but I'll pop the name right here. I want to say it's Impressions Vanity, but I could be wrong. If it's not Impressions Vanity, it's this Australian company. But in any case, these are actually perfect for Alex drawers, like the 9 ones. This one right here, I'll just like pop a picture up. And I loved it so much that I was like, you know what? I want to repurpose this and use this, but like, how can I do that? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on top of these 2 acrylic containers. So these are all of my foundations that I currently have. And then down here, I have 2 drawers. I have like, of course, the loose setting powder drawer. And then we have the compact drawer. When you go a little bit lower, the same kind of container that I had from up here, and these are all face palettes. So I kind of have them broken out from like Hourglass, NARS, kind kind of miscellaneous Charlotte Tilbury, Kelly Ray, Natasha Denona. There's a Benefit palette that I kind of need to get rid of. As well as a Smashbox one because it just wasn't that great, but whatever. I digress. Then we have two thin little drawers that I got from the Container Store. Oh, I should have mentioned this. These also came from the Container Store. They're about the same size. These are technically like the small shoe container. I didn't realize I didn't have that up. My bad. So this is a small shoe container. So there's no real dividers for these. So they're kind of good for like these longer items, like the Pat McGrath face palettes, as well as all of these like random mishmash things from like Sephora and Lethal Cosmetics and NYX and Makeup Revolution and so forth and so on. Over here, hold on, let me just kind of put this down. This is really cute. This is also from Target, from the same brand that does this container. It's like called Bright Room. So these are acrylic. These are a little bit, I guess, like a thicker plastic, but very, very durable, and you can put a lot in them. So on this side, I have like all my blushes, or like the big blush palettes. And then on this side, I have all of my highlighter palettes. When you get a little bit lower on this side, we have, of course, the same kind of container that we have up here. This holds all my Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. And then we have another one of those Bright Room containers that kind of holds like a little bit more of like smaller palettes, but more like the high-end. Like Danessa Myricks, you have Hindash, Vanity Makeup, as well as a whole drawer of Viseart. Over here we have like another, again, small container just like the one that we have for the primers. These hold all my small palettes. We have Isamaya, we have a load of Tom Ford down here. Basically, this is the most expensive row down here, which I feel like it should be higher, but we got to keep them grounded, you know what I mean? Anyway, the rack I got from Amazon, I want to say for like maybe 30 bucks. And I got these really nice shelf liners because it just makes storing stuff so much easier. And this one's kind of perfect too because, as you can see, ooh, that was violent. I needed to be able to like open up this door without like, smacking into this. So here is my closet, which I kind of have half of it blocked off, but thank God it's double doors. This is my closet. We're not going to go into that one quite yet. The next time when I have everything fully done, the closet's going to be tricked the fuck out because it's going to hold a lot of cool shit in there. So I'm super excited about that one, but that is a to be continued. Now we have this side. So I actually got this rack from the Container Store, and this is awesome. This is actually the rack that I had in my last house. And I was actually supposed to be taking all this stuff out of the Alex drawers and putting it on these shelves, but then that never happened because we moved. So right now, this is not the layout that I want them to be in because as you can see, like there's just too much space in between some of the shelves. So this is a big to be continued, but we will sort this out in due time. Anyway, so let's kind of start at the top. These are just excess acrylic containers that I have that, are going to be great for when I get some new. So right now they're going to be here, but eventually they're going to be in the closet. Then on this row, which, ooh, I have a tape measure and a tiny Tsum Tsum. This is all my cream products. So we're going to start with like all the cream bronzers. Again, this is the kind of container that I got from the Container Store. It's slightly bigger than the little containers that I showed you that was holding the powder. This one you can actually put dividers in, which I'll show you actually with this one. You can see all the little dividers, but they can actually go into like two different kind of configurations. You could do it where you break it out into 3s, or you could break it out into 6s, as you can see here. This one's a little bit stuffed, so I kind of need to take some of these out, get down Charlotte, and put them in here. But you get the idea though. Basically all the cream products. So this is going to be bronzers. These two are going to be blushes. I actually didn't realize how many blushes I had. It's actually pretty disgusting, but I love every one of them. I will never get rid of them. I'd rather get rid of eyeshadow palette than blush. Make it make sense. I don't know. And then this, of course, is my cream highlighters, which feels like it's not a lot, but I have a load of powder highlighters, which I'll show you in a second. But anyway, as you can see, kind of sectioned off into 3 different ways. This container, which I have actually quite a few of these, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They're kind of weird. At the time, it kind of made sense, but now, I don't know. They're just like 2 different drawers, which kind of makes sense for how I have them on my desk, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them overall. So these are kind of like we're just going to leave them here for now until I figure that out. Okay, so moving down here, these bigger acrylic guys are also from the Container Store, and these are really nice. Like you just pull the drawer out, have all our blushes here. I have a lot of powder blushes. So this is like the runoff from like these 2 boxes, essentially. These boxes also came from the Container Store. And the difference between this big one down here, which is like pretty much like that big. They're like half the size, which I think that was my biggest complaint when I lived in Queens, is because I had so many of these big boys that I felt like it was kind of hard to store stuff. So when you need to store things that are smaller, like blush or bronzer or anything that's like this tiny, these boxes are just so nice. They're so nice. So anyway, this one is also broken down into like a 6 configuration as well. So I have like mostly like Indian drugstore down here. And then up here is kind of more like high end to like mid-range level. So cute. Don't mind my microphone. It's, yeah, we had to like switch microphones. Anyway, so I could have found a better home for it, but whatever, who cares? So this is my container for bronzers. As you can see, I don't have that many bronzers compared to blushes. So thankfully we only have one container, but I feel like that's going to change this year because I'm a psycho. Up here we have another one of these like single acrylic guys. This material is definitely way thicker than this. This, while they are good for storage, they can be a little flimsy. So you kind of just have to be careful with them because the case can break. So right, this material is definitely more difficult to break. So yeah, so if you do get something like this, be careful when opening them, because if you don't have like both hands on it, very easily the container can snap. So it's not great, but also it's incredibly functional considering Alex drawers are pieces of. Okay, so let me show you the highlighters now. So yeah, so this is pretty much the runoff. So up here we have a bunch of like Melt, Cali Ray, the Lamplight, Give Beauty. I think there's some MUJI back there, some Sigma, some ColourPop. We have a whole gamut of, and then of course we have this thing, which is like the worst highlighter of them all, but I paid so much money for it, I'm going to have it in my collection to remind me that you shouldn't buy everything that you see online. And then of course we have this Clinique one, which is for the Year of the Ox. It's a color that doesn't work for me, but I love Year of the Ox, so that's why I have it. Anyway, so let me show you this other side. So up here we have another container from Bright Room. This is the same container that I showed you for with all my kind of skin tints and stuff. So this container pretty much holds all of like my, I guess, higher end highlighters. So we have some Burberry, Tom Ford, Charlotte Tilbury. We have Pat McGrath, Dior. We have more Dior down here. Chantecaille. Actually, this should be the drawer of disappointment. I like these Chantecaille items, but the rest of this stuff is kind of like, I didn't really need to buy them. They're just okay. The top row is way better. And then of course I have just a load of MAC highlighters because I feel like that's the only thing they do right these days. Rare Beauty, as well as some M Cosmetics. And I think I have, yep, from Makeup Forever in the back. So down here, I kind of ran out of these boxes, so I had to use 2 of these guys. So here we have a bunch of indie stuff. So we have from Unearthly, Odin's Eye, Give Me Glow, JD Glow, Nabla, Trixie. What's That Beauty in the front here? We have a lot of good there. And then here is pretty much everything else from like drugstore. Yeah, I would say drugstore pretty much. So it's like Profusion, ColourPop, LA Girl, my beautiful Tin Man highlighter. You name it, we got it. We got a lot of good shit back here. And then of course we have some eyeshadow palettes. So this box is pretty much dedicated to ColourPop. I can't like take it out completely because it will snap in half, but everything in that box is all ColourPop. Down here, it's a combination of like ABH and Too Faced and Urban Decay and some Melt Cosmetics. And of course that beautiful Laura Geller palette that makes me ashamed that I got it, but it's so good. Here, of course, we have the Cara Beauty. We have some Blend Bunny back there, some Flower Nose, some Profusion. We have some Game Beauty back there. Down here, we have just like a mishmash of. So we have Glam Light. I know, I have the Morphe palette. I know. But listen, it's the one with the alien cover. Okay, I need to have it. Of course, my tried and true, my beloved Moschino Bear palettes. We have some Tarte, some BH. ET in the back. We got the American Eagle palette. We have Colored Rain. We have a lot of in there. And then of course over here is more like indie stuff. So what is that doing here? These are the 2 palettes that I have with Lethal Cosmetics. We have a bunch of Lethal in the front. And we have some Unearthly back there. Some Bella Beauty Bar. Fantasy Cosmetica. We have a couple of Odin's Eye palettes peeking out over here. Over here we have some Nomad, some Kaleido, some more Adept, Bella Beauty Bar, Glaminatrix. More Unearthly, you name it, we got it. And then of course in this closet, I have even more palettes. But again, I'll show you everything when I have everything properly stored. So yeah, this is not what it's going to stay like, but this is like the general idea of it. So let's move on to my desk. So I wound up getting this cart from IKEA. It's a piece of, oh, whatever, I still have it. The second shelf, the bolt is too small, so it doesn't quite sit right. So it constantly falls. Love that for me. So what I leave down here is just more excess brushes, some towels to clean my brushes with, as well as my hands, and of course, a load of mirrors. And then up here are all pretty much the brushes that I use. So I have, of course, these cute little holders. The first one being my baby, my MUJI. Love that. Love, love, love that. Actually, let me show you on this side what it looks like. This is probably one of the best storage pieces I've ever had. I've ever owned, I should say. Of course, we have the Mickey hand, as well as the Hello Kitty brush holder. And then I have a couple of pieces from Spectrum Cosmetics. So of course we have like the honey pot. I have a couple little brush cups back here. A wonderful subscriber made me that, as well as me holding Charlotte, holding Charlotte Tilbury for Groundhog's Day. So yeah, we love that. Anyway, this is kind of a little bit of a mess, but I want to kind of have them sorted out a little better. But basically eye brushes and face brushes that are up here. Now we have, of course, Simple Human Mirror, my trusty little iPad that looks dirty and disgusting. Don't judge me. So these are the containers that I have in front of me when I film. So this container is actually really cool. I picked this up in Home Goods and it's from, I guess, this brand Sysmax. I think this box was meant for like crafting or stationery, but I decided that I'm going to use this for like all the things that I need when I get ready. So the first row is all lip masks. Second row is brow products. Third row is all color correctors. Fourth row are different kinds of primers. So we have like Hindash, Kaleidos, NYX, NARS, Sigma, more Sigma, NARS over here. This drawer is all my Milk Cosmetics eyeliners. I'm actually super sad. I had to kind of toss all of my lethal eyeliners because they were like dried out, and I tried my best to revive them and they just couldn't be saved. So I need to go repurchase some of those. That's why they're not here. On this side, we have some liquid eyeliners. Then we have all these beautiful mascaras. These are the colorful mascaras. These are mostly like black and brown. Then over here, this is going to be filled with more setting sprays. Right now, I've just been loving the shit out of this little one from Milk Makeup. Then we have a bunch of little like kind of powder puff things. I felt like being extra blingy. So I got these on Amazon, I think for like $5, but they do the job. Anyways, I got those. And then of course, this looks gross, so don't mind it. But I usually have like more sponges and stuff in here. This should look prettier, but sorry. I didn't realize company was coming. Okay, then we have this guy. So this is the same container that I was showing you from over yonder. And I think this is like perfect pretty much for all my eyeliner. So here it's pretty much all, you know, like the neutral stuff. Then we got some reds and pinks and purples. Of course, we have like yellow, green, and blue. And then last but not least, my favorite drawer, we have all the multi-chrome eyeliners that I love and adore. And yeah, I'm a Jason mirror. So that's pretty much it. I have 2 soft boxes. I have a Canon EOS R that I film with. And yeah, that is pretty much it. That's my room as of now. But come back in a month and it's going to look completely different. And I'm so excited about it. Yeah. Okay. So this is how Alex, hi, this is how he puts it on. Ooh. How are you so good at it and I suck at it?
It's called being amazing.
Oh, ah! Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. He's so cute.
There you go.
Thank you.
First try.
Now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know down below how you store your makeup. And if you have any helpful tips for me, please let me know because baby, I'm all ears. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. As always, feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, even though I'm never on it. And to my beautiful, wonderful YouTube members and patrons, thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, really nasty, but very beautiful garbage boat float. I couldn't do without you. I love your adorable little delicious faces, and I just want to gobble you all up so you live inside my belly and we can be one. If I remember what is currently on my face, along with where you can get some of these storage pieces, everything you need to know will be listed down below. And I'll see you, little crumb cakes, on Wednesday. Bye.